Good day, everyone. So, what is on my desk? We have this Lenovo. It's a Lenovo ThinkPad Yoga 11E. This is coming from a local customer. What the customer is saying the laptop just went dead. So, this is a no power job. We have to diagnose and try to fix it. So, this is also working with, the Lenovo USB charger. That's the charging port. And the dangers of such kind of charging port, we have two wires on the plus, two wires on the minus, and the middle pin, which is the charger ID pin. And if you short that to plus, the SIO chip will got bent instantly. So that's the danger of this charging port. But I can see from the outside look, the charging port looks good. So let's see what this laptop is doing. We are working with 20 volts, 2.2 amps, which is fine for a Lenovo laptop. Now, let's plug in the charger. Plug in the charger is taking 2.2 and voltage drop to, to 1.2 volts. Why? Huh? Why there's voltage drop to 1.2 volts and is taking exactly the current, maximum current that I set on the power supply, 2.2 amps. That means uh, on the motherboard, most likely on the motherboard, there is a single component which is rerouting the main 20 volts power line to ground. In short, we have short to ground. One of the components on the main power rail is shorted to ground and sending all the voltage to ground. And that component is drawing 2.2 amps. Okay, fine. So there's no need to test anything. So let me just get inside and try to diagnose this together. This laptop has too many screws. I took out all these screws, but still I don't have access to the motherboard. Let's take out the network card. Uh, I took out the keyboard already, so which is supposed to come out. The top cover or the back cover. The top cover. Still have one more connection here. Now we have access to the motherboard. I can't see any power supply from this side, so we have to take out this motherboard again. This connection. Okay, we have another connection here for the LVDS. We do have the charging port. The charging port looks okay this time. This time the charging port looks okay. So that's the motherboard. You can see the motherboard. It's a very small, nice motherboard. Here we have this plastic foil, which is covering all the power supplies. You can't see anything. So what I would do, let's try to eliminate the fault. I'll disconnect the charging port and I'll plug the power supply to see if this charging port is good. So without the motherboard, it's taking nothing. That means my charging port is good. I can see all these wires. You see all these wires? Two wires on the plus, two wires on the minus, and the middle pin. So this time we don't have the problem with the charging port. Plug in. We still have a short. Okay. Let's take out this foil and try to identify the input section. So now you can clearly see we do have Lenovo. That's the startup chip. We have a BIOS chip. Here we have the charging port. We have a fuse. We have that guy. You remember the TVS diode? Last time when I worked on a motherboard, that was giving me the problem. I just hope this guy is good this time. From that, we have MOSFET on serial mode. Let's go on a microscope. Let's go on a microscope. Let's go on a microscope. Uh, this is the input section. So what do we have here? Here we have the charging port. The plus is coming to this brown thing. That's the fuse. After the fuse is going through this inductor, here we have the TVS diode. First MOSFET, second, and this white is the current sensor. So I will check diode modes. Let's go on current sensor to ground. One probe is on the ground and this one, and there's no short. That means my short is before the input MOSFETs. Let's check the second MOSFET. The second MOSFET is good. Let's check the first MOSFET. I'm checking drain to source is good. Let's check on the output to ground. Here's not a short. Okay. Here I'm checking here to ground. The output of the first MOSFET to ground is not shorted, but the input we have a short. So our fault is clear. Our fault is clear. Last time I told this guy that I don't want problems with you, but he's still repeating the same thing. This is a different laptop model, but you still have the same problem. And the good part of this motherboard, we have this protection. We have double protection here. We have a fuse. In case of anything happen on the motherboard, the fuse will blown up. Let's check this fuse. And the fuse is still good. That means my problem is here. This is a TVS diode. Exactly on this TVS diode. Anyway, we don't need this diode anymore. Why they put double protection on this size of laptop? Huh? Why? Why did they do that? We are not replacing this diode. Why? Because components, they are so expensive this side. We don't have them. We don't have any components. For replacement. But why this diode is dying everywhere? Huh? Why not the fuse? That looks better now. Why the diode is dying everywhere? Not the fuse. Everything looks fine. There's no point for testing. The fault was obvious. So I just want to see if this motherboard will turn on. That's all what I want to see. So this diode is just dying everywhere. Like really? How should I do it now? Let's put back all the connectors which are necessary. Basically, we need the connector for the screen and the charging port. That's all. Or what I want to test to see if this motherboard will turn on. That's what is important at this moment. Um, where is the switch button? Where is the switch for this? It's on the keyboard. We did not even recognize where the switch button is. Okay, okay. I found it. I found it. The switch button is here. Here's the switch button. So even like this, we can test. Let's plug in the power supply. Is taking 200. Now 18 milliamps. Fan is spinning. I think this motherboard just came in by itself and it's working fine. Press escape to continue. We don't have a hard drive. We don't have the keyboard connected, but the motherboard is working fine. You can see, and it's taking 381 milliamps. So this was just a simple repair. Simple repair. This is the second motherboard. Different laptops, same fault. TVS diode getting short. TVS diode getting short. I wish if I could get more jobs like this. Take out the diode, the motherboard is working. Take out the diode, the motherboard is working, which is great. So yeah, that was the repair. Let me know what you think on the comment section. If you have anything that you don't understand or you want to learn something but you are finding it hard to understand the concept, please just drop or leave a comment and I'll answer you on the next repairs. Also, if you are much interested in learning electronic repairs, please just uh, subscribe to the channel. Most people, they are watching videos, they run away. Just take a second to subscribe and also turn on the notification bell so that whenever we upload new content or whenever we give you updates, you don't miss anything. See you on the next one. Bye bye.